This video is sponsored by PoketownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Are you looking for that last card to complete your deck or just to get the latest booster pack in town on TCGO? Well, they have everything. Use the coupon code ZAPLOISTCG and get 5% off your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by CardsMarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can get booster packs, even old school cards like this cool Mr. Mime over here, so be sure to check it out on CardMarket.com. Last but certainly not least is going to be YourPlaymat.com. This is a website where you're able to create your own unique custom playmat. Get your own unique custom playmat right now by clicking the link in the description below or using the coupon code ZAPLOISTCG10YP and get 10% off your order when creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around on the commercials. I'll see you guys very shortly. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZAPLOISTCG here and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On my channel you got the daily Pokemon TCG content you desire and the latest news in town, so be sure you are subscribed. And this is going to be a huge spoiler warning. If you don't want to get spoiled for the celebration set coming out on August 8th, click away now or do something else and wait a couple of weeks until the news is officially out there. But this is going to be a very crazy leak. We're going to be talking about the cards that are going to be in the celebration set. We're going to be seeing the hype, the reactions where specific cards come back into the game, although those will probably not be legal for tournament play. But yeah, just click away now if you don't want to get spoiled right away. And yeah, without that being said, let's just dive into this video, shall we? If you are enjoying yourself, be sure to let me know by destroying the hell out of the like button, because celebration gets me hyped right away, and there's a couple of reasons for that. But yeah, with that spoiler warning out of the way, let's dive in. Okay. So as you can see, the celebration set comes out on August 8th, and it actually will only be available in special products. So you're not going to get a booster box of this set. That's not going to be possible. It's just the same story like with Shining Fates or Shining Legends or whatever it was back in the day. It's going to be the same story, generations even. So those are not available in booster boxes. Instead, they come in special products. We of course have the Elite Trainer box containing 10 packs of course the crazy set celebration, and that's actually to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. And that's a very crazy thing to think about, because my channel is actually 10 years old actually this year, and there's a couple of cards coming in this set that actually gets my heart pounding. It's crazy, man. Okay, let's just dive into some more products. We of course have Lance Charizard V, and that also comes packed with a couple of packs and a promo card. If you want to know what the Lance does, we're gonna have to wait for that, and it actually gets released on October 8th as well. So these products also come out simultaneously with the set release. There's Dark Sylveon V. I'm wondering what this fella will be able to do. There's Dragapult Prime. So they're actually making cards that go back in time and remake them. So the Prime mechanic was from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They're remaking that with some new cards, and I have to note here that these cards will most likely, I think so, not be legal for tournament play. They don't have the regulation mark on the left bottom corner, and they also have weird mechanics like level access and primes and all that, and I don't think Pokemon will allow to have a mixed match between that. But of course, the celebration set will also contain 25 cards that will be legal for tournament play, and we're going to be talking about them very shortly. It's going to be kind of an impactful video for most people that haven't seen any of these scans anywhere. There's also a cool looking Hydreigon C. Looks like the champion is actually able to get a Hydreigon here. Iris. Okay, moving forward, we also have a Mimikyu Delta. The Delta species is something I definitely loved. I love the Hololan mechanic and all that, and the Delta species Pokemon have a different type than they usually would have, and this Mimikyu is a prime example. They actually have cool looking blister packs for sure. Product number 8 or whatever, or 7 is going to be the Pikachu V Max box. Very cool to see here. Also coming with some celebration packs, and then the Pikachu V Union. And the Pikachu V Union, I think we have a note on what it does. So let me just go over here. It has the first attack, attach up to 2 lightning energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. It also has an attack, Shock, which actually does 120 damage. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent is now paralyzed. And also, this actually is going to be crazy, because with V Union, you need to actually slap down 4 of these cards from the discard pile and then summon it out of nowhere. It's going to be ridiculous to get them out there, so you need to combine 4 puzzle pieces in the discard pile. We talked about V Unions on the channel before. So its third attack is going to be Disconnect, 150 damage. Your opponent can't play any item cards during their next turn. So you can item lock with Pikachu V, Union, and Flappy. Definitely something to try out. 150 damage and item lock seems solid to me. And also its last attack, Electro Ball, 250 damage output. So those are the products. And now let's dive into the set. We have the main set, and the main set actually contains 25 cards, and I already have the English cant right up on the screen, so that's why we did that spoiler warning in the beginning of the video, because I don't want to spoil people that don't want to get spoiled, if you know what I mean. So Ho-Oh is the first card of the set. Sacred Fire, 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for 2 fire energies, and then second attack, Fire Blast, 120 damage. Very cool artwork, and all these cards will have the 25th anniversary logo somewhere on the image. Right now, Ho-Oh has it on the right side, sometimes it's on the left side, depending on how the artwork actually comes out. Not the greatest card ever, and as you can see, they do have a regulation mark, so those will be legal. And looking at the time it will be legal, I see it here on the 22nd of October. They will be legal for tournament play. Hopefully we'll be able to play real life tournaments again at that specific date. Moving forward, there's Reshiram, and Reshiram has the attack Flying Flip. No, not really. It actually does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so it's a little bit worse than Flying Flip. But you can do that for a twin energy, so spread mechanic deck in the making. Or you can just go for Black Flame, 80 damage plus 80 more if you have Zekrom on your bench. Zekrom is also in this set, but without Welder, I don't see this working out. Moving forward is Kyogre, having some similar vibes to the Kyogre from Team Aqua, and actually has the Aqua Storm. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck and then choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each energy you discarded in this way to each of those Pokemon. Okay, so you need to have a lot of cards on top of the deck. Maybe Oranguru could help out. There's the new Cup Switch card from Evolving Skies to make that happen, but discarding your own deck seems bad, but sniping so much damage without Mew in the format, you also can set this quite easily up with stuff like Frostmoth. So interesting to try this out. Kyogre does love spreading, it seems. Moving forward is Palkia, not too clear of an image, so as you can see here, it has the absolute space. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any stadium cards from their hand. So you block Path to the Peak if you slap this into the active position, which could help buy yourself some more turns. Interesting card. It is capable of equipping itself with Air Balloon to have free retreat, and during your next turn with its first attack, this is defending Pokemon, 80 more damage. Okay. So yeah, if you use the attack the following turn, you actually slap 80 more damage, so 80, and the following turn it's going to be 160. Still not two-shotting VMAXs. It does have an interesting ability, Stadium Block. Who knows? Moving forward. Also, now that I think about it, that Palkia could be interesting if you just slap it in the active position and slap down Path to the Peak, so the opponent will not be able to overlap the Path to the Peak. Ooh, interesting, right? Moving forward is Pikachu. This is going to be a card that everybody wants to get their whole hands off. It's like the reprinted full art card of a base set Pikachu. How cool. The same attacks and stuff are still implemented on the card. Then Flying Pikachu V. I love this card. I remember playing with this specific card against my brother, and that was also a reprint of one of the, I think, Platinum Series cards. But yeah, now it's actually back, and it actually uses the Thunder Shock. Still same attacks, but it has a little bit of a buff. Fly, if you flip a coin of heads, prevents all damage, including damage, prevents all effects, including damage done to this Pokemon. So you fly yourself in the way, and the opponent is not able to do anything. You do need 3 colorless energies to do that, but with Flaffy, it's gonna be possible. So Rogue Flying Pikachu V has free retreat though, so don't underestimate it. And it also has a VMAX, Flying Pikachu VMAX. This is the first time we're seeing Flying Pikachu VMAX, 310 HP and 160 freaking damage with its attack. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from basics. In a meta full of VMAXs, I don't know, man. You could of course wall against Zacian until your heart's content. You'll still have free retreat and you have Flaffy. But the meta is filled with VMAXs, so not the right time for this Flying Pikachu VMAX. Number 8 in the set is Surfing Pikachu, slapping a solid 150. Then we have the Surfing Pikachu VMAX. Also 160 damage, and this also does 30 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if you're a fan of Galarian, Darmanitan VMAX, you're going to be a fan of this. The problem is, you're not going to be able to celebrate with Frostmoth, since this is a lightning Pokemon needing water energies. Yeah, I know. Sounds weird. I know. Number 10 is Zekrom. Being able to slap 30 damage if your opponent has a stadium card and play, discard it. Not too useful. And then White Thunder. 160 if you have a Reshiram on your bench. 163 energies. I would rather like snipe with like the Zapdos. There's a Zapdos which snipes 162V Pokemon if I'm not mistaken in the format. But still, one prize lightning box could be a thing. Then this Mew. Collectors will want to have this Mew. There's also, as a sneak peek, there's gonna be some more Mews in the set. Here is gonna be the Mysterious Tail. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active slot, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal an item card you find there, and put it into your hand. Okay, so this is very similar to Manaphy and Celebi from Shining Fates. Celebi finds energy, Manaphy finds Pokemon, Mew finds item. Jirachi did everything because it found like any trainer card, but it's not too bad. You don't fall asleep, and you have access to air balloon. So maybe we can try this out as consistency booster. You can find Quick Ball. We can find your own air balloon, like back in the days of Jirachi finding its own skateboard. Number 12, Xerneas, Breath of Life. Search your deck for 3 basic energy cards and yeah, of different types, and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Problem is, you need 2 energies to do it in the first place, and you don't have double Carlos energy. Instead, you have twin energy, only 4 of them in the deck. So, interesting card, I guess. Also, a funny fact is that they actually didn't give Xerneas its fairy typing. They actually give it the psychic type, as seen in the Sword and Shield ruling. Cosmog, crying its heart out. Nebby, go back in your bag. Flip a coin of heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. Why would you want to do that? Moving forward, Cosmome. Flip a coin of heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all. They just keep on protecting. It's actually the same attack on Cosmome. Eventually, making its way to Lunala. Yeah, double the number of damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Stage 2 Pokemon, but I really want to try this out, man. You have some spread decks, and then you double the amount and get all your prize cards. That would be insane. You actually need to have an average of 16 damage counters on VMAX Pokemon in order to KO them with the Lunar Pain. Interesting. Psychic Shot, 130. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The problem is it's stage 2. You also still need that twin energy. Next up is going to be Zacian V. This is going to be cool. It gives its psychic typing of all things. I know it's a fairy type in the game, if I'm not mistaken, but fairy types can no longer be printed. So psychic type Zacian, yeah, we're rocking with it. Very cool in Calyrex VMAX decks. Roar of the Sword, probably one of the best cards competitive-wise, except for like Mew and Zacian. These are actually going to be impactful. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a psychic energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck, and yeah, your turn ends. Yeah. Your turn does end. So Zacian does love ending your turn, whether it's Intrepid Sword, whether it's Roar of the Sword. This is going to be nice in those decks like Shadow Red, Calyrex, VMAX as mentioned. In the first turn, you're probably not attacking, or otherwise you're using the attack of 10 damage, which is not going to be helping too much. If you go second, you can still rely on stuff like Cresselia to, of course, get energies into play. But if you go first, you actually can just go for Roar of the Sword, instantly getting that extra energy in play. Definitely a definite one-off in Shadow Red, Calyrex, VMAX decks. And also it has the Storm Slash. 60 damage, and yeah, as you can see, this attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. So yeah, if you can get a ton of them on, let's say Cresselia onto Zacian, and the ability and as all this crazy stuff, you can get some huge damage numbers. Moving forward, Groudon, Magma Volcano, also similar. There's Team Magma vibes going around here. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. This attack does 80 more damage for 80 damage for each energy card discarded in that way. So it's like Flareon VMAX in disguise, 1 prize Pokemon. It does need fighting type energies, 3 of them in total, and also 4 energies, 120. And what age are we living? Not good. Zamazenta V protects all of your damage done to your Pokemon from VMAX. It's actually your fighting type Pokemon. As long as your fighting type Pokemon, yeah. If this guy is in play, your fighting type Pokemon take 20 less damage from your opponent's VMAXs, and you cannot apply more than 1 Growl of the Shield. So not stackable, but extra buff by slapping it down. Could be interesting for sure in fighting decks as a one-off. So these legendaries become a one-off. Yveltal, discard up to 3 special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. If we were seeing a deck like Whimsicott, GX, or like Porygon Z-based decks, this would have been awesome to try out, but right now, there's not like gonna be a way they're gonna see 3 special energies in play anytime soon. Moving forward, Dialga. Interesting card with put a card from your discard pile into your hand. So mill decks, who knows? Control decks, you can get a card instantly. This attack does 20 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. So metal box, all the energies to Dialga, 1 prize solution. Could be an interesting one-off as well in stuff like Bronze on decks against Decidueye, although you have Aegislash for that. Moving forward is the Stage 2 Solgaleo. I know the scan is not very bright, but it has the Rush in ability, just like Keldeo. You can swap yourself into the active slot. With an Air Balloon, you have free retreat all the time, and it also has the Solar Geyser, which actually is just like Turbo Strike. 100 damage and attached to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Okay. Number 22, Lugia, a better scan here. Arrow Ball, 20 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. Flaffy, Dino Motor, Dino Motor, Dino Motor, boom! Interesting card for sure. And then Deep Crush, 160. Too much energy does it need. Then 23 is going to be Professor's Research with the arm sticking around. It's very crazy to see that in cards. Typically, you've seen that with level X's and stuff that coming out of the card, but with just a regular supporter. Yeah, you now have options between Magnolia. You have options between, what was the other one? Juniper, and now you have Research. Maybe you have to troll the opponent and play all the different arts simultaneously through each other. You still are only allowed to have 4 copies of Professor's Research in the deck. And this is going to be the full art. This is going to be a chase card for me. I love playing with full art cards, and yeah, this looks way better than Magnolia. Who could agree? Everybody, right? Moving forward is going to be 25 Mew. Mew is super duper nice. This is gonna be a chase card for many Pokemon fans out there. Look at how cool this Mew is. It's a secret rare, although it's not a secret rare since it's the number 25 out of 25. So, but it looks like a secret rare, right? It's gold, it's the Shining Mew, same ability as the one we talked about before. Also, these are the 25 cards getting herself printed in the main set of Celebrations. Now we're gonna go over to the good stuff, and those are gonna be the cards that are not legal for tournament play, but they have so much nostalgic value that I will definitely get ourselves into this set for sure. But first, be sure to destroy the hell out of the like button. I gave yourself a lot of information. It took like hours and hours upon searching online to get all these scans available for you guys. And I want to get the latest TCG information in town on the channel. Okay, with that being said, are you ready? First of all, I'm going to talk about ta-ta, Venusaur, the first weird, I call them like the classic cards from the set. Actually like very nostalgic classic cards. We don't know how many there are, but I already have ourselves 22 classic cards. These are much more rare than the other ones. And also you should know is that the celebration packs only contain 4 cards in the set. So you see all of these rare symbols on the cards. You only get 4 cards per pack, and that's gonna be very hard to get all of them, I guess. Very similar to like Detective Pikachu in that sense. So the first, I would say not, it's a secret rare, I guess. Classic, legendary, whatever. I'm gonna be calling it classic cards. So for now, the first classic card is Venusaur, of course, from the base set. And the cool thing is that they keep their original stats. They keep their original set symbol. In this case, the base set doesn't have a symbol, but you will see upon watching more of these cards. And the cool thing about them is that they all have those very cool holographic pattern, and they all have texture. So they are gonna be very, very awesome to pull. They're gonna be collector cards for sure. Moving forward, Charizard, of course. Everybody has seen at least one of these Charizard, whether it's in the base set and the what set was the base set 2, or maybe as the legendary collection set. Maybe it was even a reprint in one of the platinum sets, or was it the platinum set or Diamond and Pearl Stormfront sets? So many reprints of the Charizard have already been happened, but now it's gonna be the 25th anniversary Charizard, and people, of course, Charizard's in the set, they're gonna slap money onto this guy like never before. Very, very cool card. Next is gonna be Reshiram. This is actually where the channel almost started, so black and white cards, the first full art in existence, Reshiram here. It's gonna be very crazy textures. Also, you had this in the Legendary Treasure set, by the way, but now you also get it back, 25th anniversary stamp. So it's like best of both worlds, competitive-wise and full art-wise, and taking a trip back to the old school TCG days. Here's Blastoise, of course, complete the evolution line. So they are actually organized by like grass, fire, water, like back in the old school days. How crazy. Actually, not in the old school days. I think this is the new school way of ordering the cards. But yeah, I'm just getting nostalgic all around. So the Rain Dance Blastoise. Number 30, Shining Magikarp. Yeah, this was the first shiny, and this shiny was actually the one people actually wanted most. It's from Neo Revelations, and this is gonna be a very cool chase card because it's the first shiny ever. I know that we had classic shinies out there like Charizard, and there's Mewtwo and all, but they chose Magikarp to be in the set as an iconic Pokemon. Moving forward is Dark Gyarados from the Rocket set. Cool. They all are having that crazy holographic pattern. You don't see it on the card right here on the scan, but the scans don't do it justice. This Gyarados will be awesome, mark my words. Number 32, Birthday Pikachu. Who remembers this promo card? I think it was from the Korokoro magazine, if I'm not mistaken, or any magazine from Japan. And this Birthday Pikachu could not be played because people could actually, they have to show their ID, and then if it's your birthday, you do more damage, but it was never tournament legal. Anyhow, these cards will never be tournament legal in the first place, so it's nice to see this epic card back. I've seen it a lot of magazines when I was a kid. Rocket Zapdos, something for everybody. I have myself my favorite Rocket Zapdos holographic card, and this one, definitely one of the best artworks out there with the rain and the thunderstorm. It's gonna be so cool to have this card. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Luxray GL Lv. Competitive play has been transformed with Luxray GL Lv. Almost everybody played this because of the bright look ability, aka Bloodthirsty Eyes, aka of course the new ability of Umbreon VMAX, just dragging opponents' Pokemon to the active slot. Very solid. Also had free retreat, and also as a cool thing, yeah, Mewtwo EX. As a cool thing is that they do keep their original stats and their original set symbols, and also you can technically upgrade your old school decks with some extra pimping mechanics with Luxray GL completely shining on the card. Mewtwo EX, Next Destinies. I remember a cool story of the European Challenge Cup back in the days in the Netherlands. Who remembers that one? I think I was 11th out of like 300 players or something, and the only thing I had to do was like, this Mewtwo EX came out and I was tournament legal during that specific tournament, and I need to buy so many packs to just get it. I actually bought a blister pack, got Mewtwo EX, slapped it into my Magnezone Electric deck, and got so far into the tournament, and that has been almost like, yeah, 10 years ago. It's crazy. Yeah, X-Ball games. Who remembers the Mewtwo Wars, by the way? Let me know in the comment section. Oh, look at this guy. It is Mew EX from Legend Makers. This versatile Pokemon as it is, can use all the attacks of Pokemon, can use the attacks of all Pokemon and play as its own. You still need the necessary energy, so imagine, yeah, this is, yeah, Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX was a little bit of a reminiscing of this card, but wow, very cool. I actually used to own one of these cards, but then I sold them because I was a stupid kid. Why did I do it? Why did I do it? Okay, Tapu Lele GX. Who remembers this? Everybody in the competitive play and the modern scene remembers Tapu Lele, whether it's expanded or standard. Tapu Lele from Guardians Rising will forever be remembered as first turn Wonder Tag Bridget, right? Well, that was before the first turn supporter rule, but it still seen play and expanded. Searching your deck for a support and putting it in the hand instantly is good. And Energy Drive was also very busted with double Charizard Energy in the same format. Yeah. Donphan Prime. Oh, I'm gonna shed a tear here. The first video I ever uploaded on YouTube was 10 years ago on Donphan Prime. Which Prime did they actually chose to actually put in as a classic card in the set? Donphan freaking Prime. Congrats, Pokemon. They put Zapdos in the set. They put Donphan in the set. They put classic cards like Tapu Lele. My heart is getting overwhelmed with joy here. It's gonna be such a cool set. I'm gonna be opening up a ton on the channel, hopefully, if the stock supply actually is gonna go through. So Donphan Prime, 1 energy, 60 damage. This is where the channel actually began. I actually need that one. I need it. Donphan Prime, man. Claydol, also a very good competitive cards out of which set was it again? If I remember, Diamond and Pearl, Great Encounters. Yeah, the Cosmic Power. This actually saw play on a whole heap of decks. Once during your turn, you may choose up to 2 cards from your hand and put them on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you do, draw cards until you have 6 cards in hand. Drawing cards until you have 6 in hand was very busted, as seen with Claydol being in almost every deck, because a hand event, you have Claydol, you have Uxie. They didn't actually put Uxie in this celebration set, but yeah. I remember those days. Moving forward is Team Magma's Groudon, the first ever World Championship winning deck team. I think it was the first winning champion deck. Team Magma was everywhere during the Worlds. I think it was 2004, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Team Aqua Magma set is a mini set, and it was very cool to see that they actually give some highlights onto this as well. Gold Star Umbreon. Yeah, they're gonna be Gold Star. I think it's gonna be the most expensive card, or maybe the Charizard. So many chase cards in the set, it's bonkers. And it's gonna be also in, of course, Celebrations. Moving forward, Xerneas. I did something nasty here with the Xerneas EX. Not the chase card I'm looking forward to, but this is gonna be a Fairy type being printed in 2021. Haha, Fairy types are back, but you cannot play them because they're not tournament legal, but they technically are a little bit back. As you can see, I'm actually getting so hyped for this app, it's unreal. Mega Rayquaza EX, used to play that with my good friends. This was a very solid deck, Mega Turbo stuff and all that, accelerating energies, double Charizard energy, and even the tool cards to actually evolve on the spot. Oh, this was cool, man. Mega Rayquaza EX. Now we have a spiritual successor, Eternus, filling up your bench, but Mega Rayquaza EX, super solid card. Garchomp Sea Level X was available as a Tim promo back in its days, and the crazy level X here of Supreme Victors saw a whole heap of play because of the energy gain for sea Pokemon, if I remember it correctly. It's gonna be fantastic to see this card being reprinted and the same set with Luxray GX Level X. Okay, here we have some trainer cards. Here comes Team Rocket. Not fond of this card. It also got printed in Evolutions as a secret rare. Doesn't cost a lot of money, although this one will be a little bit textured, even though it's not a lot of holographic card to look forward to, but there's more. There's also the Imposter Oak. I couldn't find an image for this, so we're using the 25th one on screen right here. Very cool back in the days. You can actually slap this card down, and then your opponent shuffles their hand into the deck and draws 7 cards. That and the days you can actually use as many trainers as you want, so it was not supporter ruled. And following card is going to be Rocket's Admin. If people were from the new age, it's actually like the old school, the very first end card. Each player shuffles their hand into the deck, draws equal to the remaining prize cards they have. So very cool to see this back. So I'll play on a whole heap of decks. Wow. What was that, fellas? That was Celebrations for you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of Celebrations. If you did, be sure to let me know by destroying the hell out of this like button. I tried my best to give you all the best information in town. We give a spoiler warning, so not everybody will be spoiled, but people that want to get spoiled will of course get spoiled. The set will come out on the October 8th, and it's gonna be such a fantastic set. And actually there's maybe 3 cards that I'm missing that I couldn't find images for. The cards that I'm hoping for is a crystal card. Please make a crystal card. I don't care if it's Crobat, Kabutops. Yeah, you could make a Charizard, I guess, but crystal cards were also something I was very fond of, so please make that, and maybe a Whaler EX to just slap it on top of that, or some cards. There's still 3 remaining, or maybe even more that have to come out in Celebrations, but we'll have to wait until the release date. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.